I'm Nick Miles at Dick Hanna VW, and today excited to take a look at the 2023 VW Atlas Cross Sport. This vehicle is the two-row version of the very famous VW Atlas, and this vehicle gets their digital cockpit, a 10.25-inch screen, and has the great driving dynamics, interior and exterior we've come to expect from the brand. So let's take it for a drive and see what we're up against. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the little bell, and you'll be notified every time a new video goes up online. Well, this is the six-cylinder engine, and it's a little more powerful than the four-cylinder engine, and I like a little bit of speed and dynamic driving. But if fuel economy is more important to you, you can still go for the four-cylinder engine and get a better fuel economy in this vehicle. The big news for this year is, of course, the digital cockpit, and that is there is a screen in front of the driver with all of the gauges on, and in the middle of that screen you actually have the opportunity to have your maps. I find that the best thing about this vehicle. So no longer am I putting my navigation on the center screen, looking down all the time to see when my turn is coming up. It's right in my eye line as I'm driving. Now, of course, the infotainment system is the latest thing from VW. It incorporates Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and you just have to plug your phone in and this system will attach itself to the car. The cool thing is the screen is touch capacitive, so as you touch the screen and you use it, you actually get feedback from the screen as well, and all of your infotainment and your communications is right there on this 10.25-inch screen. Very clean, very easy to navigate, and it's very much like an iPad would be or a tablet would be. It's easy to get around. You can actually pinch and zoom with navigation, all those type of things. So the latest in technology when it comes to infotainment system. When it comes to this vehicle's interior, of course, it has the latest in VW's clean, fresh design. Simple, easy to navigate through. Everything is well labeled. Everything is well buttoned. Not like a lot of manufacturers where you have to search your way through many layers of menus to actually find what you're looking for. This has everything laid out in switches for the HVAC and everything laid out. It's very simply, including having a volume and a tuning knob, which some manufacturers have got rid of in some vehicles. Now, it's clean on the inside, it's well designed, nice shifter in the middle. You have your different drive modes here. Now, there are 3 different regular drive modes plus a custom drive mode. There is Eco, Normal and Sport, and then of course you can change the terrain on this vehicle for snow, so you can get yourself out of any little difficulties you might have with snowy, icy or wet roads. And then there is, of course, this vehicle is packed with safety features, and that includes things like rear cross traffic alert and all of the safety features we've come to expect from VW. Plus, it also has an SOS button in case of emergencies, which I always think is super important to have in vehicles. And then the other big plus about the Cross Sport is it's actually made in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I've been to the factory where they make it. I've seen these vehicles going down the line, and I know that VW is extremely proud of that plant. So, well, American-made vehicle that is available in those different 5 trim levels. Now, on the inside of this vehicle, it has a great steering wheel. This steering wheel is a perfect fit for my hands, and I have fairly medium to small hands, but it also has easy controllable buttons on the steering wheel which you can use with your thumb, which include all of the things things like changing the view. I can go to full maps on the inside. I can go to the amount of fuel I have left and the amount of fuel I'm using. I can look at my tachometer and my speedometer at the same time as choose the different data which is displayed. This vehicle is well put together with thought out ergonomics and very thought out technology. It also has the new Wi-Fi system on board as an option, so you no longer have to have the kids using your cell phone or create a hotspot. There is an internal Wi-Fi system that can tether all of their tablets and phones for those long road trips. It's the perfect two-row SUV. If you're looking for a little bit of extra cargo space in the back and you're looking for a fun road trip vehicle, this is on my list of major recommendations just because it's great to drive with an 8-speed transmission. It has loads of room and it's really nicely laid out and put together. There are two different drivetrains in the VW Atlas Cross Sport. You can get a 4-cylinder or a 6-cylinder, and 4Motion or all-wheel drive, 4Motion is VW speak, is available on either of those trim levels. Now, this vehicle looks very muscular, it looks very rugged, and it has those 3 bars up front, which are brand new in the latest updated design of the VW Atlas Cross Sport. Big VW badge at the front of the grille, and moving around to the sides you can see big fenders come out here to make it look very muscular. Again, a bit of a swoop. You'll notice the lines in this are very smooth, and that's because it has a very low coefficient of drag. It cuts through the air very easily and it helps you with fuel economy because of the way it cuts through the air. 18-inch wheels are standard, 20s and 21s are options depending on what trim level you choose, and there are 5 different trim levels. And we should also mention that all the lighting in this vehicle is full LED, including the daytime running lights. Mirrors down the side, these mirrors are monochromatic. They are the same color as the body paint, with of course the turn signal on the side of this, which is an LED turn signal. Nice piece of trim that says Cross Sport across the beginning of the door, and it has another piece of trim down the bottom as well, giving it that nice finished classic look. Monochromatic door handles as well, so they fade into the vehicle. You'll notice a very smooth line on this roof, and they wanted this to look very coupe-like as a vehicle. So it has that nice sloping roofline, but look how high the waistline is on this vehicle. It almost comes up to my shoulders, and that gives it a very big planted look on the road. Going back to the tail, you'll notice again it has these large hips at the back, nice wheel wells that have almost the identical color to the body paint itself, and tail lights begin with a piece of chrome at the bottom here, and they're called the IQ lighting design. This goes around the back, and it is a almost 2-piece tail light. Now the cool thing about this, just like the front, it is LED at the back. Now because this is a 2-row SUV, the trunk space in the back is absolutely huge. It's going to surprise you, there's almost 78 cubic feet of space at the back of this vehicle, and if you put the rear 2 seats down, you get 98 cubic feet of space. That is room for a lot of stuff. The great thing about the Atlas Cross Sport is there is loads of room, almost 40 inches of legroom here in the back, plus it has 2 USB-C charging ports and a 115-volt charging port as well. And there is a mat pocket in the back of both seats. Plus this roof, the glass roof, goes all the way back, so those in the second row can enjoy looking at the stars while you're taking that night drive. So if you'd like to put something this cool and this rugged in your driveway, the 2023 VW Atlas Cross Sport, then all you have to do is get hold of Dick Hanna VW on the phone, on the web, or come down for a test drive and they'd be happy to help you out.